Welcome to Expanding Brackets Level 6, one step in a level by level practice course. Pause the video now, try the problems on the screen, and I'll go through them with you shortly. At the end of the video, you can use the end screen to either practice more at this level or move on to a different topic, and you can find topic by topic playlists on the channel homepage. In problem 1, we're expanding and simplifying this expression. Now to start, we have a minus at the very beginning of those three brackets, and this minus is equivalent to having a minus 1 there. And it's important to understand this because at some point we're going to multiply a bracket by minus 1. Now to start this problem, we're going to leave the minus 1 where it is and expand the first two brackets. So we have x to the power of 6 multiplied by 2x to the power of 4. So we're going to have to use our laws of indices here and add the powers when we multiply. So this becomes 2x to the power of 10. Next we have x to the power of 6 multiplied by 1, which is plus x to the power of 6. We have a minus 3x squared multiplied by 2x to the power of 4. Well, minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, and x squared times x to the power of 4 is x to the power of 6. And finally, minus 3x squared times 1 gives us minus 3x squared. And we still have our final bracket at the end. Now, before we expand these two brackets, we're going to simplify the first one. So we have a minus 1 on the outside, and we have a 2x to the power of 10, and we can collect together the plus x to the power of 6 and the minus 6x to the power of 6 to give us minus 5x to the power of 6. We have a minus 3x squared, and again 4x to the power of 11 minus 4x to the power of 10. Now we're going to expand those two brackets. So we have minus 1 still on the outside, and we start with 2x to the power of 10 multiplied by 4x to the power of 11. Well, 2 times 4 is 8, and x to the power of 10 times x to the power of 11 is x to the power of 21. We add those powers together again. 2x to the power of 10 multiplied by minus 4x to the power of 10 is minus 8 x to the power of 20. Minus 5x to the power of 6 multiplied by 4x to the power of 11 gives us minus 5 times 4, which is minus 20, and x to the power of 6 times x to the power of 11 is x to the power of 17. We have minus 5x to the power of 6 multiplied by minus 4x to the power of 10. Minus 5 times minus 4 is plus 20, because we're multiplying together two negatives, and x to the power of 6 times x to the power of 10 is x to the power of 16. Now we have minus 3x squared multiplied by 4x to the power of 11. This gives us minus 3 times 4, which is minus 12, and x squared times x to the power of 11, which is x to the power of 13. And finally, minus 3x squared times minus 4x to the power of 10. Minus 3 times minus 4 is plus 12. And x squared times x to the power of 10 is x to the power of 12. And this still remains inside a bracket because it's being multiplied by minus 1. Now looking inside this bracket, we don't have any like terms, which means we can't simplify. So all we need to do to now finish this problem off is multiply everything inside this bracket by the minus 1 that's on the outside. And the effect that has is it just changes the sign on every term. So we have minus 8x to the power of 21 plus 8x to the power of 20 plus 20x to the power of 17 minus 20x to the power of 16 plus 12x to the power of 13 minus 12x to the power of 12. And that's our final answer to problem 1. In problem 2, we're expanding and simplifying this expression. Now in the first bracket, we can see that we have another bracket inside. And the best way to expand these is to start with the innermost bracket and work our way out. So we have 2 multiplied by 3x to the power of 7. And in front of this bracket, we have a minus. And this minus is a minus 1. And it's useful to write that there because we now know that we need to multiply everything inside the bracket by minus 1. So expanding, we have minus 1 times 8x to the power of 9, which is minus 8x to the power of 9. And minus 1 multiplied by minus 5 is plus 5, and that's being multiplied by 5x to the power of 6 plus 2x. There's nothing to simplify further inside that first bracket, so we can continue expanding. So I'm going to leave the 2 on the outside, and we multiply 3x to the power of 7 by 5x to the power of 6. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, and x to the power of 7 times x to the power of 6 is x to the power of 13. We use our laws of indices to add powers when we multiply. Next, we have 3x to the power of 7 multiplied by 2x. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, and x to the power of 7 times x is x to the power of 8. We have minus x to the power of 9 times 5x to the power of 6. So minus 8 times 5 is minus 40. And x to the power of 9 times x to the power of 6 is x to the power of 15. Minus 8x to the power of 9 multiplied by 2x. We have minus 8 times 2, which is minus 16. And x to the power of 9 multiplied by x is x to the power of 10. Next, we have 5 times 5x to the power of 6, which is plus 25x to the power of 6. And 5 multiplied by 2x, which is plus 10x. And we close that bracket. Now looking inside this bracket, we don't have any like terms here. So this means that the only thing we need to do to finish this off is multiply everything inside the bracket by 2. So we have 2 times 15x to the power of 13, which is 30x to the power of 13. 2 times 6x to the power of 8 is 12x to the power of 8. 2 times minus 40x to the power of 15 is minus 80x to the power of 15. 2 multiplied by minus 16x to the power of 10 is minus 32x to the power of 10. 2 multiplied by 25x to the power of 6 is plus 50x to the power of 6. And finally 2 multiplied by 10x is plus 20x. So this is our final answer to problem 2. In problem 3, we're expanding and simplifying x plus 4 times 3x minus 5 minus 2x minus 3 cubed. To start, we're going to expand and simplify the first two brackets, but we also need to look at the bracket at the end that's being cubed. And in front of that bracket we have a minus, and this means that we have a minus 1 there. So at some point we're going to be multiplying a bracket by minus 1. Now starting with those first two brackets, we have x times 3x, which is 3x squared. X times minus 5 is minus 5x. 4 times 3x is plus 12x. And 4 times minus 5 is minus 20. We then have minus 1, and that's being multiplied by this bracket that's cubed. And cubing a bracket is the same as multiplying that bracket by itself and then by itself again. And we'll start expanding these in the next step. First, we can simplify the expression at the start. So we have 3x squared, the minus 5x and the plus 12x combine to make plus 7x. We have a minus 20. And now we have minus 1 times, and we can expand the first two of those three brackets. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x multiplied by minus 3 is minus 6x. Minus 3 multiplied by 2x is minus 6x. And minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 is positive 9. And that's being multiplied by 2x minus 3. Now before we expand the final two brackets, we can simplify the one that we just expanded. So we have 3x squared plus 7x minus 20 minus 1 times, and we have 4x squared. The minus 6x and the minus 6x can be combined to make minus 12x, and we have a plus 9 at the end. And we have our final bracket, and we're now ready to expand. So we have 3x squared plus 7x minus 20 minus 1 times, and if we now expand these two brackets, we have 4x squared multiplied by 2x, which gives us 8x cubed. 4x squared multiplied by minus 3 is minus 12x squared. Minus 12x multiplied by 2x is minus 24x squared. Minus 12x multiplied by minus 3 is plus 36x, because we're multiplying together two negatives. We have 9 multiplied by 2x is plus 18x. And 9 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 27. We can simplify that final bracket. So we have 3x squared plus 7x minus 20 minus 1 times 8x cubed. We have minus 12x squared minus 24x squared, which is minus 36x squared. Plus 36 plus 18x gives us plus 54x. And we have a minus 27 at the end. So now that that bracket has been simplified, we can multiply it by the minus 1 that's in front of it. And all this does is change the sign of every term in the bracket. So we have 3x squared plus 7x minus 20, and now minus 8x cubed plus 36x squared minus 54x plus 27. To finish off this question, we need to finally simplify everything here by collecting together any like terms that we have. So we have 3x squared plus 36x squared, which is 39x squared. We have 7x minus 54x, and this gives us minus 47x. We have minus 20 plus 27, which gives us plus 7, and we also have a minus 8x cubed on its own. So our final answer to problem 3 is 39x squared minus 47x plus 7 minus 8x cubed. In problem 4, we're expanding and simplifying 3x minus 2 cubed multiplied by 2x plus 1. To start, the bracket at the beginning that's being cubed can be written as 3x minus 2 multiplied by itself, so 3x minus 2 multiplied by itself again, so another 3x minus 2, and that's being multiplied by 2x plus 1. Now we have the product of 4 brackets here, and a nice way to do this is to multiply the first 2 brackets and the last 2 brackets independently, simplify them, and then multiply those final brackets together. So starting with these first 2 brackets, we have 3x times 3x is 9x squared, 3x multiplied by minus 2 is minus 6x, minus 2 multiplied by 3x is minus 6x, and minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 is plus 4. And this needs to go in a bracket because it's still going to be multiplied by the product of the other 2. So moving on to the last 2, we have 3x times 2x, which is 6x squared. We have 3x times 1, which is plus 3x. Minus 2 times 2x is minus 4x, and minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. Before multiplying these 2 together, we're going to simplify. So in the first bracket, we have 9x squared, the minus 6x and the minus 6x combine to make minus 12x, and we have a plus 4 at the end. In the second bracket, we have 6x squared, the plus 3x and the minus 4x combine to make minus 1x, or just minus x, and we have a minus 2 there. Continuing now, we're going to multiply these 2 brackets together. So we have 9x squared multiplied by 6x squared, or 9 times 6 is 54, and x squared times x squared is x to the power of 4, adding the powers again. 9x squared multiplied by minus x is minus 9x cubed, and 9x squared multiplied by minus 2 is minus 18x squared. Next we have minus 12x multiplied by 6x squared, so this is minus 72x cubed. Minus 12x multiplied by minus x gives us positive 12x squared because we're multiplying together 2 negatives, and minus 12x multiplied by minus 2 gives us again a positive 24x. Finally, moving on to the 4, we have 4 times 6x squared, which is plus 24x squared. 4 multiplied by minus x gives us minus 4x, and 4 multiplied by minus 2 gives us minus 8. To finish off this problem, we just now need to collect together the like terms. So we have 54x to the power of 4, which is on its own. We have a minus 9x cubed and a minus 72x cubed, which gives us minus 81x cubed. We have a minus 18x squared plus 12x squared, which is minus 6x squared, plus 24x squared gives us plus 18x squared. We have a 24x minus 4x, which gives us a plus 20x, and we have a minus 8 at the end. So this is our final answer to problem 4.